On November 14, 2023, on the Chinese website Weibo, there was an account named De Kangkeo reporting news about the organ surgery case in Hunan, China. In the video, the little girl's mother cried and said, "Don't be afraid, my child. This little girl is only 11 years old from Pingxiangshan, in Hunan, China." The 11-year-old girl became an organ donor and provided those organs to 4 rich people. Internal organs include the heart, liver, and 2 kidneys. The child was pushed into the operating room. The mother stood crying at the door. The scene is truly tragic. In the world, for organ transplants, it is necessary to have live organs, fresh, undead organs. That is, the organ donor will be either living or brain dead, but the body is still completely suitable for transplant conditions. Organ harvesting, while the victim is completely normal, has been happening in China for decades. This incident has become the biggest moral problem of modern people. Never before has such a cruel incident happened. In 1999, Jiang Zemin took the position of General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party to suppress Falun Gong to satisfy his personal hatred. After a period of suppressing Falun Gong without achieving its goals, the government turned to exploiting the organs of Falun Gong practitioners. Initially, organs were mainly supplied to high-ranking officials and important figures. Then this expanded to become a very profitable business with the participation of every department in the government. The police and military were the first ministries to select subjects for organ harvesting and also harvested them right in police and military hospitals. Currently, hospitals in the civil sector have participated and are in a long-term development program with development targets. At the beginning, live organ harvesting activities encountered strong resistance from victims, so the effectiveness was not high. Many conditions are needed to complete an organ transplant. Over time, these cruel people found methods to brain-dead victims, and organ harvesting took a huge step forward and became the cause of pushing things into the industrial process mass production. This incident takes us back to 2012. On February 6, 2012, former deputy mayor and director of Chongqing Police Wang Lijun fled to seek asylum, creating a famous event. According to Duowei News, Mr. Wang Lijun at that time brought documents denouncing Bo Xilai and ran into the U.S. consulate in Chengdu, Sichuan province. On the same day Wang Lijun ran into the U.S. consulate general in Chengdu, there was a very dramatic military confrontation. Sichuan police stopped Bo Xilai's people. The two sides argued. The situation, both sides were in the position of drawing their bows and swords. At the same time, the U.S. Marine Corps also surrounded the consulate. Their guns were loaded and waiting for orders. Mr. Gary Locke, U.S. ambassador to China at that time, revealed to U.S. media that, after Bo Xilai discovered that Wang Lijun had fled, he sent an armed security team to surround the U.S. consulate in. This feels dangerous, like something out of a spy movie. On February 7, 2012, Wang Lijun left the consulate general after 30 hours of hiding inside. After the incident broke out around the world, media channels began to carefully research Wang Lijun and discovered that during the time Wang Lijun took office in Chongqing, he had patented 254 products, including a product of top science and technology, a primary brain injury stimulator. As a director of police and not from the medical community, why did Wang Lijun invent this machine? What is the secret behind the problem of brain death? Police director researches human organ transplants. Investigation report 7 interviewed surgical doctor Lee Sung-won, president of the Korean Organ Transplant Ethics Association. Mr. Lee said, brain stimulator causes primary damage. In addition to giving people enter a state of brain death to harvest organs, there is no longer any use. Who wants their brain to die? From May 2003 to June 2008, when Wang Lijun was director of Jianzhou Police, he established the Kamchao Police Field Psychology Research Center, calling it the Jianzhou Police Field Psychology Research Center. China's only field psychology study studying human organ transplantation. In June 2008, after Wang Lijun was welcomed back to Chongqing by Bo Xilai, he established the Chongqing Police Field Psychology Research Center, which cooperated with Southwest University. Where did Wang Lijun's organ source come from? In 2006, at the awarding ceremony of the New Guanghua Special Contribution Award, referring to organ transplants, Wang Lijun said, The scene we participated in, our scientific and technical achievements, is the culmination of thousands of in-depth field studies. In 2009, the World Organization to Investigate the Persecution of Falun Gong, WOIPFG, published evidence of a person who witnessed vivisection of a Falun Gong practitioner to remove organs, and the witness was a police officer under Wang's command. At that time, Wang ordered them to pursue and kill Falun Gong. This witness himself has repeatedly participated in the arrest, interrogation, and forced confession of Falun Gong followers. On May 22, 2006, WOIPFG called and recorded staff working at the Intermediate People's Court of Jianzhou City, recording confirmation that there is a supply of kidneys from people who practice Falun Gong. Mr. Wang Ziyuan, chairman of WOIPFG, said, after Wang Lijun took office as director of Kamchao Police in May 2003, there were large-scale arrests and harassment against Falun Gong. Up to now, many whose whereabouts are unknown. As for the Field Psychological Research Center that Wang Lijun is in charge of, it has performed thousands of organ transplants, and is the most suspicious place in the crime of organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners and experiments, living human body. On October 20, 2017, WOIPFG released 105 phone investigation recordings. The doctor under investigation said that the source of organs for transplant is mainly from brain-dead people donating organs. When questioned further, they either just talk vaguely, or they start to be more alert and cautious. When conducting a total investigation of the 3 Red Cross societies, it was learned that the organs voluntarily donated by citizens were extremely few, not worth mentioning. Phone investigation on August 2, 2017, Dr. Suyu, from the Department of Urology of the 2nd Hospital of Guangzhou Medical University said, currently the supply is very large. Where do the organs come from? I don't dare talk about this nonsense. Our kidney resources are the largest. The most unique feature of our hospital is the supply from living people and brain-dead patients. The incident in Henan is that the girl who donated her organs will definitely die. And to do the organ removal process, the medical facility must definitely go through a process called brain death. That child was only 11 years old, her life ended without being mastered. Maybe for money, maybe for love. It is also possible that both mother and child were deceived. Whatever reason a mother gives for pushing her child to death needs to be brought to light. According to news on the website news.163.com, in 2022 there will be 100,000 missing people. The Fengqiao experience is expanding everywhere in China, and the end of crime is beginning.
Don't forget to comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from Understand China, and thank you for tuning in.